Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today we're going to continue the story of Piano Street and learn how to find F and G on your piano. Let's come on over and continue the story. Let's continue the story of Piano Street. On Piano Street, the boy had a grandma that lived on the street. Now, do you remember where the doghouse is? Let's point to a doghouse. If you're pointing here, or down here, you're correct. Now, do you think Grandma would live in a stinky old doghouse? I don't think so. Notice that we also have these groups of 3 black keys. A group of 3 black keys is where Grandma lives, in a nice, big, comfortable house. Now, Grandma lives in this first bedroom right here. Can you think of the letter that Grandma begins with? If you said G, you're correct. So on your piano, to find the letter G, you just look for the group of 3 black keys, which is Grandma's house, and it's this first bedroom inside the house. Now let's find another G on this piano. Can you point to another group of 3 black keys down low on the piano? If you're pointing right here to this group, you're correct. Now let's find G. Can you point to Grandma's room? If you're pointing right here, you're correct. Grandma always lives in this first room here on the left side of her house. Can you find another group of 3 black keys? If you're pointing up here, you're correct. Now point to the note that's G. If you're pointing here, you are correct. Here's another grandma. Piano Street has lots of grandmas living there. Now on your own piano at home, I'd like you to find and play all the G's. Say G whenever you find one. Press pause and go and find all your G's, and then press play again when you're ready to continue. Did you find all the G's on your piano? Good job. Now, let's continue the story. Grandma was feeling very lonely one day, and so she was talking to her grandson, and he said, "Grandma, why don't you get a pet to keep you company?" Well, she thought that was a great idea. The only problem was Grandma didn't like pets inside her house, so she decided to get a pet she could keep in her front yard. Can you think of the letter that comes before G in the musical alphabet? If you said F, you're correct. This is Grandma's front yard. Now, Grandma loved fish, and so she built a fish pond at her front yard, and that is where she kept her fish. Now, every other grandma on the street also needs a pet. Can you find the front yard for this grandma? Point to the F. If you're pointing right here, you're correct. Maybe this grandma had a pet frog. Now, there's one more F on this piano. Can you find where it is? Point to it. If you're pointing right here, you're correct. Maybe this grandma had a pet flamingo. Maybe you can think of some other animals that start with the letter F. If you get any good ideas, you can write them in the comments down at the bottom of this video. To find F on your piano, all you have to do is look for Grandma's house, which is 3 black keys, and look for the front yard just before her house. Now it's time to press pause and find and play all the F's on your piano. Say F whenever you find one. Press play again when you're ready to continue. Great job finding all the F's. Now let's play a game to review what you've learned today. I'm going to ask you to find a certain note on Piano Street. Point to it on your screen. If you're correct, you'll see a blue circle magically appear on that note. Let's try one for practice. On Piano Street, can you point to the lowest G? Remember that the low notes are this direction, to the left. Point to the lowest G. Since the blue circle appeared here, you'll know that this was the right answer. This is the lowest G on Piano Street. Now that one was just practice. Now let's do the game for real. Can you point to the highest G on Piano Street? Here's the correct answer. Now, can you point to the lowest F? The correct answer is down here. This is the lowest F on Piano Street. Can you point to the G that is nearest the middle of Piano Street? The correct answer is here. Now I may add in some notes that we learned last time when we did the Piano Street story. Can you point to the highest D on Piano Street? The correct answer is here. Can you point to the C that is nearest the middle of Piano Street? If you're pointing here, you're correct. Can you point to the lowest E on Piano Street? If you're pointing here, you're correct. Remember, to find E, look for two black keys and then look to the note right after it. That's where the elephant came out. Great job learning about F and G on the piano today. Remember, to get more practice using activity pages, you can download worksheets from our website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Froggy, how many times have I told you not in the house? Out you go. That's better. Croak.